The upcoming and highly anticipated set, Surging Sparks, is set to release on November 8th. But starting October 26th, which is this weekend, you can actually get the set early. Sure, a lot of you already know, but if you have a local game shop nearby, you can go to the game shop and play in a pre-release tournament, and they will give you a build and battle box like this, so you can open up and create a deck with it. Plus, you get to keep all the cards, and again, you're opening the set early. And on top of that, whenever I've done this, they usually do give you a few extra packs at the end, like 2 to 3 extra packs. But with this set so close to releasing, all of the cards are officially out, and it is time we do our official set review. I do one of these with every single new Pokemon set that comes out on this channel. I have a full playlist of all the set reviews previously. Feel free to check that out, but let's dive into some Surging Sparks. Alright, and for this set review, y'all, we're going to be using Justin Basil, the visual set list. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'll be rating the set 1 through 10. And I also want to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments and see what y'all rate the set and whatnot. I'm really excited for this one. There is a lot of hype, a lot of anticipation behind this set. I would say probably aside from Pokemon 151, Surging Sparks probably is the most hyped set to release so far in the Scarlet Violet era, which is very exciting. And there are still arts I haven't seen. All right, we're not going to spend too much time on the commons and uncommons and stuff, but first up, we got Durant EX. Yeah. Let's move on. We have a Ho-Oh as an uncommon card. Let's talk about it. People, when is Ho-Oh going to get some love? Okay, we got Lugia love in the Sword and Shield era, Silver Tempest, the Lugia alternate art. Give my boy Ho-Oh an SIR already. It's long overdue. I do really like this Ninetales uncommon art. Okay, alright, don't get off track here. The Sword Arm Pokemon, I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. And I'm not gonna lie. I am a big fan of these, like, I don't even know what to call it. I guess just rainbow borders at this point. I like them. It adds some excitement. I like the way it looks in person, like these little gems and stuff. We first saw this in Stellar Crown. I'm liking how these cards look in person. I'm excited for that. I mean, the only thing I would say about them is, like, they always seem to be really zoomed up on the Pokemon's face, which is kind of like, I wish you could see it a little bit better. But nonetheless, I'm pretty excited for the rainbow border cards. We have the Melodic EX. What do y'all say, melodic or milotic? I've heard both. For an EX card, no complaints there. I think that's pretty cool artwork. The Black Kyurem. What do y'all say? Kyurem or Kyurem? I've heard both. This one, yeah, I like the melodic a lot better. This one's a little bit hard to see. It's got that zoomed in thing going on again. All right, the Pikachu EX, the rainbow border card. This one, I like it. I like it a lot, I can't lie. It's pretty basic, but I actually feel like on this rainbow one, I think you can see Pikachu a lot better. We have the Latios EX getting more love than the Latios in this set. It's kind of weird, but I like both of them. Sylveon. Oh, Sylveon EX. I actually was completely unaware that this was getting a rainbow border card. That's pretty exciting as well. And speaking of Sylveon, there are a lot of absolutely insane sets that will be coming out during the second half of the Scarlet Violet era, like the Evolution set, obviously the Rocket set, and they just announced Rocket's Mewtwo EX is confirmed will be in the set. I couldn't be more excited. That's my boy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there are now rumors of a Reshiram and Zekrom set as well. People, Pokemon is gonna start getting crazy. And then you've got fucking Dedenne. I mean, they literally have to put Dedenne or Reverum in every single Scarlet Violet set that comes out. It's actually weird. Palossand EX. Yeah, it is what it is. Flygon EX. I like Flygon. Flygon's a really cool Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. The Hydreigon EX. Okay, this one's kind of sick. I really like how the dark colors go with the rainbow border on that one. That looks really cool. Alolan Executor EX. I like the artwork here, but I don't actually like the dragon type color with the rainbow border, if that makes sense. Like, the dark on the Hydreigon was way cooler. And we've got the little fish. We have a Slacking EX. Yeah, you probably shouldn't torture this Pokemon and then get injured in the woods.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Jesus Christ. This set seems massive. There are a ton of rainbow border EX cards and stuff. All right, we have the Cyclizar EX. Never been a huge fan of this Pokemon even when I was playing Scarlet, but you know, moving on. All right, we've got some A-Specs coming back. I do like the A-Spec trainers. I think it's always fun when you're opening a pack and you kind of see that pink stuff at the back. It just adds a little bit more excitement to, you know. But now it is time to get into the good stuff. We have the illustration rare Pokemon. Real quick, pause. Don't look at that. The Super Booster, no COVID, God packs are returning. This Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, these will be restocked. They have sold out every single time. And this will probably be the last ever drop of our version 1 Super Booster God packs. Green, red, blue, gold.
Ah, tight, yeah. Blue, yellow, pink. Whatever, man, just keep bringing me that.
Sponsored by Breaking Bad. Not really, but that is the odds. If you get the gold, you get a vintage pack and a full art God pack along with your other 4 Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet booster packs. People, don't take my word for it. You can go to my Instagram at ShinyVert. I literally have a highlight section of pictures that tons of different people have sent me of them opening up these packs in the past and getting straight fire. One more little tip and trick is that it's free shipping over $100 on all US orders. 2 Super Booster God packs is going to get you free shipping automatically. Anything over that is also free shipping. Or the special Halloween live break is also coming up. It'll be Unified Minds and Unbroken Bonds. It's a bundle. You could add one of that in one Super Booster and still get free shipping, baby. If you want to be the first one to know when these are restocked, go to shinyvert.com, go to the product page for the Super Booster God packs, and at the bottom you can input your email. The second they drop, you'll be the first one to know. Guys, thank you so much for the ongoing support with these products. It is 100% how I'm able to, follow my dreams, do this, make videos like this. So I can't say thank you enough. I've put in a ton of work into these products. Trying to make them the absolutely best. Some fire packs going in there. I think this is arguably one of the best drops ever. That's why it's taken over 6 months to restock them, because I did not want to put out a drop without putting packs like Lost Origin and Evolving Skies, Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike. There are some very good packs that will be going into these things, and those packs are harder to find now, so it took forever. But shinyvert.com, back to the video. Gang. Again, I have not seen all of these. I have seen some leaks of this set, but not all of them. I've seen the execute. This was, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first leaks that we all saw. It's a beauty. I like this thing a lot. I like the pink basketball court. I like the eggs all laying around. This one's cracked. I feel like this will end up being like one of my top 10 chases from the set. The butterfly, it's not my style of artwork. I feel like we always get at least 1 or 2 illustration rare Pokemon that are kind of focused and then the background is blurred, making it look more like a real picture, like it was the Snom in, what is that, Temporal Forces? This one, on the other hand, is actually really cool. Yeah, I just like the artwork on this. I like how it's dark all around it. It's like glowing back there. It's pretty cool. This cast form, low-key, looks like an SIR. Like, this looks like a special illustration rare. If you threw some texture on this thing, I think it would actually slap. And I'm not even a huge fan of cast form at all. Like, I mean, I don't think a lot of people would be, but this artwork is reminding me of Mewtwo from Crown Zenith, or the flip side, the Charizard promo from the Charizard UPC. But it's just got so much detail. Like, you got the rainy form over here, another form up here. Like, this is really cool. It looks like it would be like the map to an amusement park. Yeah, I like it. I like the cast form a lot. Okay, please tell me this one's just not loading, because why is that so blurry? I even came to Pokemon's official site real quick just to see if I could see that card and get a better look of it. But this site still doesn't have every single card that'll be in the set on here. But this is pretty cool. Y'all can always come to Pokemon's official website and kind of get a better look at some of these cards and like move them around and stuff. And then I actually found this for the first time earlier today. But if you click on the rainbow borders, it like shows you this, which I thought was really sick. Larvesta, I'm guessing this is just blurry. Maybe they haven't found like a clear leak of it yet, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the best IR. Swordman is absolutely stunning. I love this one. For a newer generation Pokemon, this one is sick. It would probably be in my like top 5, maybe top 10 from the new gen of like Pokemon I really like, along with the Chien Pao. Saber, dude, sword is arms, sword is teeth. You can't beat it. We've got the Phoebus. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nothing to write home about here. The Spheal, I know a lot of people like this one. It's definitely like a cutesy card, just, not my personal favorite. Bruxish? Holy shit, that is a tongue twister. Say Bruxish. Why can't I say that word? Say Bruxish. If you're watching this video, say Bruxish 3 times fast. Brush. Yeah, that's a tongue twister. This one kind of reminds me of the Spheal card, but if I had to choose between the two, I'm definitely going the Spheal route. We have the Stunfisk in the dirt. I don't know why, but I have always kind of been a fan of Stunfisk as a Pokemon. Maybe it's because I played Pokemon Go and he was absolutely cracked in the Pokemon Go game. Latios, come on. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. 10 out of 10. Okay. Eggs, we're moving you to the side. I have a new favorite card that we've seen so far from today. So far. But it is the Latios. Absolutely beautiful. God, this should have been an SIR. It should have been a special illustration rare. Oh, the Mesprit. I don't think I've seen the Mesprit yet. This is really cool. Wait, how come we didn't get... Yo, why are they showing love to, like, the Latias a little bit more than the Latios, and now Mesprit? I don't think Azo, the other two, have any other cards in this set. But this one's really cool. I really like the scenery on both the Mesprit and the Latios. It looks very similar to each other, and it's given, like, obviously Mesprit's given, like, Lake Trio vibes. It's really cool. The Phanpy, honestly, that's a great artwork. Even in the background, I'm getting, like, you know, like African elephant type vibes. The Don fans behind it. This is a pretty cool artwork, actually. By Bravo, this is what I'm talking about again. Like with the Snom, you're kind of getting that clear focus picture with the background blurred. It's cool. I like Flygon, but definitely not my favorite art. The Clobbopus, this is a fantastic artwork. I mean, the first thing I think about when I see this is like the Bubble Mew. It looks just like the Bubble Mew. Got a bunch of Clobbopus doing like different things out here. This is a really cool one, actually. Alolan Doug Trio. I'm not usually the biggest fan of like these cartoony artworks where you got like all the outlines and stuff. I like this one for some reason. This is just very appealing. And then you have the Skarmory. Let's talk about it. Skarmory is probably my #1 favorite. I don't know if I'd say #1. Another one that immediately comes to mind is the Metagross from, I want to say that was Paradox Rift. Metagross is up there. Skarmory is up there. There's probably a few others I'm forgetting about. But this Skarmory is cold, dude. They did so good on this artwork. I absolutely love how they made the silver like super shiny. They made the beak super sharp. Like it's very... This is probably my favorite type of artwork on Pokemon cards. It's very like realistic looking. Like we've seen a lot of Skarmory cards where Skarmory just looks gray. Like you don't see the shine on it. I think they did fantastic on this art. I love it. Even over the Latios. I'm taking the Skarmory easily over the Latios. And Latios is probably going to be the money card. This one, the Flapple, maybe just a personal opinion. I don't like this one at all. The Appletoon, probably even worse. Just not a huge fan of it. But I say that now, and every time I see a card in person, I usually change my mind a lot. They got a little bit lazy here with this artwork. Okay, we were talking about this in the Discord. I was laughing with Clutch because I was like, bruh, somebody really came into work, threw a plot of grass but behind a PNG of them, and then added one flower and was like, you know, he wanted the rest of the day off. He got the fuck out of there. Honestly, though, with that being said, like, I kind of like the card. Like, I think it'll actually look really good in person being, like, mostly green and stuff. But also, whatever you do, don't torture this guy and then get injured in the woods. Keldeo, I've always been a pretty big fan of Keldeo as a Pokemon. Again, oh, I just noticed you got like other ones like in the orange and the pink and the green. Oh, look, there's another one. They're hiding in the artwork. That part's pretty cool, but it's not my favorite. And then this Bravery, I love the colors on this card. It looks like almost like watercolor and stuff, which is really cool for the art. Just not the biggest fan ever. But man, these illustration rares are looking really good. Really, really strong illustration rares in this set. All right. Now we're moving on to our full art Pokemon, people. This set is looking crazy, and we haven't even got to the craziest stuff yet. We haven't even got to the SIRs. We got Durant getting a full art. Kind of like it. Kind of like it, not gonna lie. We've got the Pepperheads getting a full art. Honestly, don't like it, not gonna lie. The Melodic, though, getting a blue background looks absolutely stunning. I love this one. I like this one as well. I feel like the blue, like when I was first looking at this, I was like, the blue's kind of blending in too much to the background, but I like it. I definitely have a thing for cards with lightning. I love to see any type of lightning on a card. I just feel like it makes it look so sick. And the blue lightning, again, it's like blue on blue on blue. It kind of looks good. All right, you've got the Pikachu EX getting the rainbow full art, the rainbow borders. I love that you can see Pikachu fully on this thing. I think the gems look really good with Pikachu. I'm a fan of it. The Latias EX full art looks amazing. The teal background goes great with Latias. All right, the Palossand EX. All right, well, It's kind of a weird decision to give that a rainbow border full art. Then you have the Flygon EX, again, one of the first cards I ever saw. Beautiful, love it. I've always been a fan of like, dude, you know what Flygon reminds me of with the pink like bubbles over the eye? Reminds me of me. Flygon moment. Yo, this one's blurry, I guess because it's probably one of the newer cards added, but oh my gosh, this is my first time seeing this. We are getting the Hydreigon also on one of these full art rainbow borders, and this one looks great. This one, I might like this one more than the Pikachu, to be honest. This one looks like it's gonna look freaking sick. He's got like little baby legs going on over here. All right, well, we've got, you know, we've got a building full art. Alolan Executor, that's a cool one. The fish, honestly, I like it. I like the fish a lot. I love how big the gems are in comparison to the fish. Honestly, this is honestly one of my favorites. All right, I won't say it this time. You know what not to do to this guy. And the Cyclizar EX. A lot of rainbow border full arts. All right, full art supporters. Trainers have never really been my huge thing. I am starting to like them more recently though. After Carmen really opened up my eyes to how cool some of these trainers can be. Jasmine's Gaze and Alicia's Appeal would be my two favorite from these. I think that's probably the same with most people. All right, we have the special illustration rare Pokemon. Starting off with the Durant EX. I did recently see this one, and I know that it got a lot of hate because everybody's like, why is Durant getting an SIR? And I kind of agree. It's not the craziest art in history, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. The Melodic EX, love it. Love it, love it, love it. It looks outstanding. The green at the bottom to the melodic, like coming out of the water. The blue is very vibrant on it. You've got like the rays of light coming down. I love this realistic like scene. I love when the SIRs are like a scene. And there's one in here. Actually, I would say 3 of them aren't. And we'll talk about that. I don't know. I just felt like most of the alt arts from Sword and Shield, most of the special illustration rares, there's always like a scene where you can kind of create your own story. It's like reading a book. That was a really weird analogy. I do not read books. The Pikachu EX, though, is one of the examples I would say of it's not a scene, right? And I've heard the complaints about this card. It is very 50-50 of some people absolutely loving this card and going absolutely crazy over the Pikachu SIR. And then I've heard the flip side, which is people complaining, hey, it just looks like a full art. Like, we're getting the Pikachu full art with the rainbow borders right up here where you have that predominantly white background. And aside from the little patch of grass that Pikachu is sitting on, we're getting kind of the same thing on this card. I do like that you can fully see Pikachu. I do think Pikachu looks cool on this card. Me personally, I would have liked to seen some kind of scene with Pikachu. I think, like, imagine the SIRs we could have got with Pikachu. Pikachu jumping in the air with like a ball of lightning around him. I think they could have done something really cool. I don't think it's the worst card ever. I definitely want it, but it's definitely not one of the cards that like, it's probably honestly not in my top 5 chase from this set. I feel like every time I say this word, people automatically think negative context. Not negative, but it's mid. Like literally just the exact meaning of mid. It's just mid, right in the middle. It's not great. It's definitely not bad. But I do feel like all the people saying, oh, it's the best Pikachu artwork of all time. I think y'all are just excited Pikachu got a SIR, which is valid. I think they could have done something crazier. Latios EX, outstanding. I love it. You get the scene. You get Latios looking happy, flying over the city. It looks like it's in the same location as the Latios from the IRs earlier. And then we have the Hydreigon EX. And I think this is going to be one of those cards I have to see in person, because as of now, looking at this one on the screen, there is not a whole lot going on in the background, but I feel like the texture, like the sparkle on this card is gonna go insane. I'm really hoping that in person it's like a really deep purple, which I think could make it look a lot cooler. But as of now, this is another one that I was gonna say doesn't really have a scene. This one is straight dog water. That's actually just horrific. I would take the Durant over this all day long. And last but not least, we have the Alolan Executor, which I am actually a massive fan of. I'm getting like Miami Vice vibes, or like obviously everybody's calling it a Christmas tree, which it does. It looks really cool. I like it. Honestly, the eggs in the Alolan Executor artworks that we got in this set are really good. Now we have the SIR trainers. Alicia's Appeal is probably going to be the fan favorite from here. Me, honestly, I like the full art Alicia better. Like a lot better. I like this one 1,000 times. I actually like the Jasmine and the Alicia in the full art better than the SIR versions. And last but not least, we have a few gold cards. So we are getting Pikachu in a gold card, which is very expensive in the Japanese set right now. We also have the Alolan Executor, and then this one, I actually really like this one right here. I feel like this is going to look beautiful in person. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Surging Sparks. So now to conclude and give our rating of the set, I think there are a lot of chase cards in the set. My personal #1 chase card in the set is probably the Latias EX. It would be this, the Melodic, the Alolan Executor, the Skarmory, Mesprit, the Latios. I mean, there is actually a lot of stuff in this set. This is crazy. Even the Pikachu, even though it's mid, I still want to see it in person. It is Pikachu. It is SIR, okay? Okay, you got me. You got me. I want to pull it. I think it's a super strong set. I think it's going to be a ton of fun to open. We're going to open a ton of this on the channel. There's a lot of cards, like probably 10 plus cards in this set that I would keep opening packs to get. And for that reason, I would like to give Surging Sparks an 8 out of 10. Let me know what y'all would give Surging Sparks in the comments. Let me know if you're excited for this set. I definitely am. I appreciate y'all watching as always, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Music that'll make you smile. Little Lucy Vert, he's the one to see.